So picture this. It's the holiday season, the time when Netflix should be rolling out safe, cozy, crowd-pleasing content that families can watch with cocoa in hand. But instead, behind the red curtains and PR smiles, executives are pacing the halls, whispering about a time bomb. Not a scandal they can spin, not a rumour they can bury, but a project that's supposed to sparkle with Christmas lights and goodwill, now looking more like a ticking embarrassment waiting to explode on release day. And at the centre of it all, Meghan Markle, the chaotic outsider Netflix thought could deliver star power, but instead has delivered pure chaos. Stick with me, because by the end of this breakdown, you'll see why this special is being described internally as one of the riskiest missteps the platform has ever greenlit. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss how far this spiral goes. Now, let's get one thing clear. Meghan isn't new to drama when it comes to productions. Season 2 of With Love, Meghan was already a nightmare behind the scenes. Endless reshoots, bloated editing schedules, and tense clashes with producers turned what should have been a sleek rollout into a Frankenstein project that limped to the finish line. So, when Netflix handed her the keys to a Christmas special, it wasn't exactly an act of blind faith. It was a gamble, a big one. And if you've been following her trajectory, you'll know Meghan doesn't gamble to win the safe prize. She gambles for the viral moment. Because that's the truth here. Meghan's not chasing prestige anymore, not chasing awards or timeless legacy content. She's chasing virality. She's fixated on one thing, creating something that blows up on TikTok, floods Instagram reels, and makes her the headline, whether people love it or hate it. For her, controversy is currency. And with this special, she's playing with the kind of risky bet that makes even hardened Netflix execs nervous. Let's talk about this remix video. Yes, that remix. Sources close to production leaked that Meghan's been working on a reimagining, or let's be blunt, a recycling, of her infamous pregnancy dance footage. Except this time, she's layering it over a rap version of A Christmas Carol. Add to that awkward captions, clumsy hand gestures, and, wait for it, sound effects of babies crying mixed into the track. That's not a joke. Multiple insiders confirmed it. Baby cries over a rap Christmas mashup, spliced with outtakes of Meghan's pregnancy dance video. This wasn't some prank. This was supposed to be the teaser, the thing to grab attention, ignite social chatter, and drive people toward the Christmas special. But here's where it gets disturbing. The footage she wanted to use wasn't just recycled, it was the stuff that didn't make the original cut. Clips left on the cutting room floor because they were too awkward, too provocative, too out of tone. And instead of burying them forever, Meghan dusted them off, slapped on a rap track, and called it edgy. Even her own team was horrified. Her manager and agent, who are supposed to protect her image, reportedly ran straight to Netflix execs with alarm bells blaring. That's how bad it was. And when Netflix saw the draft, the reaction wasn't disappointment. It was disgust. Greg Peters, co-CEO of the entire platform, reportedly looked at the video and was visibly revolted. This is a man tasked with keeping shareholders calm, a man who lives and breathes data, retention, growth curves, not memes, not viral gimmicks. And suddenly, his name was being dragged into the same conversation as remixed pregnancy dances with baby cries. For him, it wasn't just a creative misfire. It was a reputational nightmare. But Meghan didn't back down. Oh no, she doubled down. She didn't just want this remix as a teaser, she allegedly pitched it as the intro to the special itself. Imagine that, families sitting down to watch a Christmas feature, only to be greeted by Meghan's old pregnancy footage, remixed into a rap video with crying babies in the background. It's not edgy, it's not avant-garde, It's the kind of thing you'd expect from a parody skit at 2 a.m, not a multi-million-dollar holiday rollout from the world's biggest streaming platform. And this is the heart of the problem. Meghan's convinced she's reinventing the game, when really, she's dragging projects into chaos. Netflix isn't in the business of cringe virality. They're not trying to make meme content that flames out after 3 days. They need sustainable shows that drive long-term subscriptions. So when Meghan pulls stunts like this, it doesn't just hurt her reputation, it threatens the bottom line. And that's why this so-called Christmas special has become a battlefield inside Netflix headquarters. On one side, you've got Greg Peters, livid, done with the antics, already signalling that Meghan's deal needs to be quietly phased out. On the other side, Ted Sarandos, still trying to defend her, still clinging to the idea that her name recognition, her constant tabloid buzz and her unpredictability might still pay off. He's even been telling staff, this isn't a train wreck, it's a reroute. But let's be honest, that's spin. And even Ted's people are starting to admit behind closed doors that this might be unsalvageable. Meanwhile, Meghan's team is crumbling. Her agent and manager already looking for exit doors. Potential replacements, refusing to touch her with a 10-foot pole. Why? Because representing Meghan Markle isn't about guiding a career anymore. It's babysitting viral stunts and trying to clean up after disasters. It's professional suicide. Nobody in Hollywood wants that kind of baggage. And here's the brutal truth. Meghan isn't just messy in a gossip magazine sense. She's toxic in a business sense. She derails timelines, clashes with crews, and drags every project into headlines for the wrong reasons. Let's pause here because I want you to think about how far this is from where Netflix wanted to be. Holiday content is supposed to be bulletproof. It's supposed to be safe, heartwarming, easy to market. And instead, they're staring at a project that people inside the company are already calling a sunk cost. The special itself, according to insiders who've seen early cuts, is disjointed, stitched together, and confused. Long monologues of Meghan talking to the camera about rediscovering the spirit of Christmas, randomly broken up by awkward dance interludes that feel completely disconnected. It doesn't flow. It doesn't land. It's patchwork. And if that remix intro actually gets through, it'll overshadow the entire thing before it even begins. But Meghan doesn't care. In her mind, she's not making a Christmas special. She's staging a viral comeback. She's openly telling confidants that bad press is better than no press, that shock value is worth more than sincerity. And this is where the cracks in her strategy really show. Because yes, viral moments can spike attention, but they can also nuke credibility. They can also leave you as the punchline, not the headline. And the whispers coming out of early media screenings? Brutal. Unwatchable. Second-hand embarrassing. Career self-sabotage. Those are the words being used. And when your own agent feels the need to beg the studio to shut you down, that says it all. Here's the kicker. Meghan thinks this is her edge. She believes families bored with cookie-cutter holiday shows will embrace her contradiction, that dropping a rap remix with crying babies in December will look bold instead of bizarre. But Netflix isn't buying it. And neither are Hollywood insiders watching this circus from the sidelines. Because, let's be real, Meghan's been struggling to land new partnerships for months. And if this special flops, worse, if it becomes a viral meme for all the wrong reasons, doors that are already closing could slam shut permanently. Think about that. Meghan Markle, once courted by the biggest platforms on earth, now spiraling into the category no star wants to land in. Unreliable, unpredictable, and unprofitable. That's the unholy trinity in this business. And Netflix, whether they like it or not, is about to be dragged down with her. So, where does this leave things? Greg Peters is already shifting resources toward other holiday projects, trying to bury Meghan's special under safer, crowd-friendly releases. Legal teams are exploring whether they can even stop her from pushing the remix on her own channels. And inside Netflix, people are jumping ship, asking to be reassigned rather than touch this project any longer. Meanwhile, Meghan is doubling down, building a campaign around herself, not the show. She's convinced this will be her moment, her edgy reinvention. But more and more, it looks like it'll be her undoing. And this is where I have to leave you with the uncomfortable truth. Meghan isn't Netflix's saviour. She's not even their controversial golden ticket. She's the chaotic outsider they let in the room, and now they can't figure out how to get her out without a scene. And when that special drops, whether it's quietly buried or pushed with spin, one thing is certain: the chaos will follow. So, what do you think? Is Meghan playing some kind of genius long game, or is this just another spectacular implosion waiting to happen? Drop your thoughts below. And if you've made it this far, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and stick around, because we've got a lot more to uncover. Trust me, the next chapter in this saga is coming, and you won't want to miss it.